Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I'm Agni James, and today we'll be doing meditation, philosophy, a lot of good stuff. I'll also be telling you about some interesting activities that happened throughout the course of my day and answering any questions from the chat. Hey, Swiss R, what is up, brother? Those of you who don't know the magnificent Swiss R, he is a Twitch phenom. He streams travel streams on Twitch. He streams other stuff as well, from beautiful picturesque landscapes in Switzerland to all over and all sorts of good stuff. I'm gonna give him a big shout out. He's got two accounts because that's how he rolls, Swiss underscore R, and he's got fitness underscore yoga. So definitely check him out. He's a good dude. He really is. He's like the connector. I like it. And he's good with the boom commands too. He connects a lot of people here on Twitch. He brings us all together, so it's always nice having Swiss in the chat. How you doing, Swiss? What's going on with you today? How's life? What's going on in Switzerland? Any big news in your area? I'm a patient man. I can wait. Yeah, I mean, I don't typically start this early because people on the West Coast in the U.S., it's like what, like 5:30 for them. It's kind of early for them. They're like eating dinner or whatnot. But then I get to catch people in Europe a little. It's a little easier for them. You don't have to be up till It's 2:30. It's only 2:38 for you, right? Usually you're in here. It's like 4 in the morning. You're like, yeah, I just got back from dancing. It's like 5 a.m. or something like that. But today you're actually here at like a more reasonable hour. It's only 2:38 a.m. You're probably like ready to go out for the night, right? You're ready to go out partying right now. You're like, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. Today's been kind of weird for me. I woke up and I had some knee pain. It's been annoying. I've been having knee pain the last 2 days. This is my left knee. So it's kind of ridiculous because I was having arm pain. So I had to cancel my physical therapy appointment for arm pain because I was having knee pain. Yeah, right. I need to do some more stretching, right? I mean, but that's the thing. I stretch like 3 hours a day. I mean, if I do any more stretching, I'm gonna like rip my arms off. There was a period of time in my life where I was having neck pain, and I was like maybe 23 at the time, and I was thinking, if someone just ripped my head off, could just like take my head and just rip it off my body, that it would feel amazing, but only for like a split second. Like there would be like a moment, maybe like a tenth of a second, where it would just feel perfect to just have like my head get ripped from my body. But then I think after that it would suck. So yeah, I didn't go through with it, but it was kind of an interesting idea. uh, that was my early 20s. I think I was 22 there. That was kind of an interesting experience. But anyways, yeah, let's see. Today I taught a chess class. And it's weird because I have a bunch of young kids in this class. I'm not used to, like sometimes I'll have like maybe, a kindergarten, one or two kindergartners or first graders, and most of the students are the more advanced students. I usually get the advanced students because I'm one of the strongest instructors out there in the area. So, but today I had the class, and it was pretty much all first graders. There was, with the exception of like one second grader. Let's see. Remember you wrote "Be the Light" last time, and check me out. I wrote that also. Last time I say on Check Me Out, Vod, she also wrote "Be the Light." Yeah, I didn't. You come up with that, Swiss? Because like I've been seeing other people saying that now, and I think they're connected with you, man. So like I don't know if you came up with that or what, but like it's kind of an awesome thing. Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's gonna spread, man. I'll say that too, dude. Hashtag Be the Light, dude. Hashtag Be the Light. Bam. All right. Hashtag Be the Light. I like it. I think it's perfect. I think it encompasses a lot of what I do here at Evolve Yourself. And like, what other people do in the fitness and health community. You got to be a positive force in the world. You have to light the world. And if you do so, if we can light the world, then we'll spread that light to other people, right? And then once we spread that to other people, then they'll have that light, and then they'll spread it to other people, and we can, break through a lot of this darkness that's come over the planet. At least those are my feelings. Edit title: Be the Light. Oh yeah, let me do that. I'll do that right now. Actually, I like that. Meditation with Agni James. Oh, I forgot to even change my title today. I wanted to be the light. All right, bam. Be the light. Hold on. I got to get it in here. All right, now we're good. Yeah, be the light. I dig it. Maybe I'll keep that in there for a week or two, see how it goes. If my viewer count increases drastically, it's going to be there every day. But anyways, yeah, now we're good. Now we're being the light. So now we're good. We can flow. So yeah, I got a bunch of first graders that I'm teaching chess, and I've been teaching them the last few weeks. It's just this one school that I teach at. And anyways, I get into class today, and a kid raises his hand, and he's just like, "How old is chess?" Which is that's a fair question, right? How old is chess? And I was like, "Oh, well, chess is over 2,000 years old." And then I get another kid that raises his hand. "Oh, thank you so much for the host, man. Awesome, much appreciated. All right, we're being the light together. Sounds good. Sounds good, brother. All right." So yeah, so I got the one kid that raises his hand, and it's like, "How old is chess?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's over 2,000 years old." And then another kid raises his hand and is like, "My favorite shape is a triangle." And I'm like, "That's great. But does anyone have any questions related to chess?" And, and then I have this girl. This girl raises her hand and she's like, "How old is chess?" And I'm like, "Well, I already said that, 2 questions ago. But chess is over 2,000 years old." And then another kid raises his hand and he's like, "I like parrots." And I'm like, "Well, okay, that's great. I'm glad you like parrots. Does that relate? Is that related to chess? I appreciate you telling me this, but let's keep the questions here that are related to chess." So then another student raises his hand and he's like, "How old is chess?" And I'm like, I just answered that like twice already. 2 of the first 4 questions were already, "How old is chess?" And so the teacher in the classroom looks over at me like when that kid raises his hand and asks that, and she's just like, "I don't envy you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't envy myself either. I got 3 of the first 5 questions that were all the same." Yeah, in times of smartphones, right? But these are first graders. But it's like, dude, just pay attention a little bit, Like I shouldn't. The 3 of my first 5 questions should not be the same. I'm not a man that likes redundancy, and that's a little ridiculous, right? To get 60% of my questions all the same. So that's how my day started. Then I had a kid raise their hand and say that it was asking me why I changed my clothes because she's like, "Why did you wear different clothes?" And I'm like, "Because it's not good to wear the same clothes every day." And then another kid raised his hand and was just like, "Hey, you look like a different person today than you did last week." And I'm like, "All right, we got to start with a lesson. This is too much, right? This is just too much, 60% of my first 5 questions were identical. And then I got people, commenting on like how I'm dressed and like saying that I look like a different person. And I got another kid saying that their favorite animal is a parrot and the favorite shape is a triangle. It's like you got to move on at that point. You got to keep the kids focused. You can't keep them asking the same question over and over. But yeah, it gets ridiculous. It gets ridiculous teaching first graders. I don't know how like full-time first grade teachers do it. How they can handle that. It's a lot. Glad now you know all the animals. Yeah, right. I know all about parrots now. One kid was very excited to tell me that his favorite animal is parrots. And so then I proceeded to teach the kid about forks in chess today. Forks are a really cool tactic in chess. Those of you who don't know, forks are a situation where you move one piece and attack 2 or more pieces, or you move one piece and create 2 or more threats. And in chess, it's really important that each move does more than one thing. That's a sign of someone who really understands the game. You don't want to make a move that just has one idea. You want to make a move that has 3 ideas embedded into it. So like a fork, sometimes you'll move one piece and you have like a checkmate threat. You're attacking an undefended piece, and you're creating a positional, you're gaining a positional advantage as well with just that one move. And that's one of the ways you can tell if you've made a good move in chess, if it does a lot of different things. So yeah, I don't know. That's how that went. The class went all right. It's kind of a weird class because I have to actually put the boards on the floor, but they're first graders, so they don't mind sitting on the floor. But like it's just kind of I like boards on the tables. I like everything organized. And in this class, you can't. It's not like that, And I had some kid throwing the pieces around today, so I had to like tell them, now Johnny, it's not good to throw the pieces across the room. I had another kid trying to eat some pieces, and it's like. You don't want to eat the pieces. I got to talk to the kids like that. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm ready to like teach advanced like positional play, And instead, I'm trying to get, make sure the kids don't eat the pieces. Oh God! All right, where are we at here? Yeah, right. JT Farms, be a good boy, Johnny. You know, don't throw the pieces across the room. And it's like, okay, Sarah, it's not good to put the pieces in your mouth. You don't want to eat the pieces. That's not good. It's not a good thing to do. And then you have to say it with like a nice, delicate tone because you don't want to like upset the kid. But at the same time, you got to be firm about it. You can't let the kid just like eat your pieces. JT Farms is here. Big heart to heart shout out to my channel shaman JT Farms, an incredible person, incredible human being. She's a poet. She's a poet and she knows it. Some poets don't know it, but she's a poet and she knows it. Wonderful, amazing, whimsical, kind, compassionate, caring. What other adjectives can I describe you with? She loves attention. She loves it when I talk about her a ton on stream. That's like her favorite thing. She just bubbles up with joy when I start like really like like talking to her a ton and she's getting putting her on the spot. She loves being on the spot. So if you ever like come across Joy in the real world, just try to put her on the spot as much as you can. She's gonna absolutely love it. JT, how are you today? How are you? What's going on with you, JT? How are the fish doing? How's the fish? How's the dog? The new dog? You got the new puppy? Is the puppy settling down at all, or is it still a rambunctious youth? How's the dominating cat doing? What's going on in the farms, in the JT Farms world? You kind of got like a farm going on in your house, you know? You got your husband's hanging around doing the video games. You're doing like all the taking care of all the animals and the fish. Where's the cat? Oh, where's the cat? Hey, speaking of where's the cat, where's Terror Time? I haven't seen her around lately. What's going on with Terror Time? We got to get her back in the stream. I miss my emote queen. Yeah. There we go. That reminds me of Terror Time. She's my emote queen. When she's not around, I always feel like we're lacking in emotes. You're leash training the pup. She sucks. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. Little dogs require a lot. Oh, not little dogs, but new dogs require a lot of training. It's like you never get a dog and they're just like perfectly trained right off the bat. You never get a dog and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do everything perfect right away. You gotta train them. You gotta work with them. You gotta teach them the rules. You gotta lay down the law. Some people are intense with their dogs. Like I knew this guy, and this isn't my buddy Rocco Hemda. This is a different friend. He had chickens as well, which is crazy because my buddy Rocco Hemda has chickens, and like I didn't think like having chickens was a very common thing, but apparently a lot of people have chickens these days. So anyways, like my friend had chickens, and his dog, he got a dog, like it was like a big dog and it was older, and it ate one of his chickens, and it was fucking crazy because he went up to it and he fucking hit the dog in the face. He fucking hit the dog in the face. Like I couldn't handle that. I was like, whoa, you're literally like hitting the dog in the face. But like, I guess his dad was a dog trainer, and that's like how it goes, I guess, in the dog world. Like I'm from the cat world. I'm from the world where you would never like even like consider like hitting a cat because that's like insane. But like I guess like in the dog world, you're like what? You're supposed to like if you have a big dog and it like eats your chicken, you're supposed to hit it. That fucking see, I was like ready to call like the police or something on him, but he's like, no, this is just how it happens. This is what you do when you're training dogs. But I've never seen anyone else like punch their dog. Like, was that a legit thing? I mean, his dad is a professional dog trainer, but like I don't know, it just seemed like out of line to me. But then again, his dog ate the chicken. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? What does chat think? Is that something that's like permissible? I've never owned a dog, so I don't know. I don't know anything about dogs. Let's see. Swiss, you say she was doing a workout. She was Terror Time was doing a workout. Okay, all right. Well, Terror Time's always working out. She works out more than me, and I work out 3 hours a day minimum. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I got to talk to Terror Time though. I feel bad. I haven't caught one of her streams in a while, and she's such an awesome, warm human being. So much love to give, such a kind soul on the planet, and she's fun. She's just a fun person. Like if she ever comes to the U.S., I'm definitely gonna bring her to Chicago, and she's gonna hang out with me and Kittens Kung Fu. That's like the plan, because Kittens is also from Chicago. Let's see. All right, here we are. Swiss R, you say some woman got rid of man and get a dog. Some women get rid of man and get. Yeah, it's true, right? They say like having a dog is like one of the most universal. I think dogs are more popular than cats, right? In the world, people like prefer dogs more than cats. And if you really want to piss someone off, have like get some abuse done on your dog or something like that. Like I remember when Michael Vick was having the dog fighting shit. He got canceled real quick for that. People were pretty damn angry. Like that's a good way to piss off, like the whole world is to have a dog fighting ring. Except I think maybe in the South it's permissible in some places in the South. I don't know, but some places in the South obviously it's not. All right, where are we at here? JT, you say, um, oh shit, yeah, stubborn. No, never resort to violence. There's always another. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But it was so weird because his dad was a professional dog trainer. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, is this literally a legit thing? Like, if your dog like crosses the line, like, what if your dog like bites a human, like bites a little kid? Do you hit it or do you just like reprimand it some other way? I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about training dogs. You say Vic was your favorite quarterback ever. Too bad the shit was. Yeah, Michael Vick was my favorite quarterback. It's so funny that I didn't realize that you liked football at all. Vic was awesome. He'd have like 8 defenders running at him, and he would just like fucking do the craziest moves and like get a touchdown like every other fucking play. It was crazy, and he had a cannon too. He was a lefty, so he had a cannon for an arm. I always liked watching him play. He was a Falcon, and then he made his he came back as an Eagle. Then he tried to fix his career, but he was never the same. When you lose a couple of years, and I think he went to jail for a couple of years or something like that, you're never the same. You come back and you're always like, maybe half as good as you were. But there was a period of time where he was the most exciting player that I've ever seen play. And I don't know. That's just my opinion at least. Let's see. Uh, Swiss, you say you saw my second line. Let's see. Some women get rid of man and then get a dog and then get rid of dog and search. Now I did. Yeah, right. Yeah, and then get rid of dog and search for a new man. Yeah, I mean, it's like that. It's like that. Dogs. I've known some people that are definitely more into their dogs than they are into their significant others, right? Like you'll see this, a lot of times. Like if you look at dating profiles, if you go on like OkCupid or Plenty of Fish or or Tinder or Bumble or any of these things that people use, it's like people always, women, a lot of people be like, I have a dog and it's most important thing to me in my world, right? It's the most important thing. It's like, dude, you like your dog more than your mom? That's fucking crazy. You love your dog more than your mom and dad, like you more than your like kids? That blows my mind. Like how can I mean, but if you can love your dog more than your kids, then so be it. But it's like that still like kind of blows my mind. I always felt like someone would love their 2-year-old like more than their dog, but to each their own, right? Let's see. Oh, JT, you say yeah, he's so light on the street. Yeah, he was right. He was incredible. Watching Michael Vick, like his first few years with the Falcons, that was beautiful. And he had a cannon because it's like there have been running quarterbacks in the NFL before. There have been guys that are like all about running and like they're not that great passers, but they're so quick and they never really made it. They were never really able to make it work. But Vic had the cannon and he had the ability to sprint. He was the fastest guy in the field. That was the cool thing about Vic. You take the fastest guy in the field and you give him the ball every single play. Vic had the ball every single play. He's touching that goddamn ball, and it's like okay, so he can either like throw all the way downfield. So you have to space out. You can't just come at him every play, or he's gonna run around you and like score a touchdown that way. It was pretty amazing watching that dude play. JT Farms, you say, or Swiss, you say, there's dating on the internet. Yeah, with the question mark. Yeah, right. I mean, there kind of is. I mean, it's mostly just people like yelling at each other. But every once in a while, people find love. I actually have a couple good friends that met their future spouses online. So it can work. I've done a lot of online dating in my life, and usually it's like I get a lot of first dates. Like there are a lot of people that I'll be like, oh, this person looks interesting, and I'll like, go on a date with them, and then I usually break it off after the first date. It's just never. I've never really. I think the longest I've gone is like 3 dates with someone I've met online. It just never seems to work out. But when I meet someone in real life, it's always much better. I always have much better success. I've had a lot of long relationships that way. Let's see. JT Farms, you say you love your animals equal to your people. See, that's intense. That blows my mind. Okay, so you love your animals as much as you love your husband. Now that blows my mind. Like, I mean, I do get it, I guess. Like, I mean, I love my cat a lot. I do love my cat. I just don't know how I would feel if I actually had children. If I had, like, a 2-year-old, could I say that I love my cat as much as my 2-year-old? But I don't have a 2-year-old, so I don't know. Who knows? Some people, I've literally heard plenty of people say they love their animals more than they love their kids. And that's the thing I'm trying to figure out. If that's like a commonly held thing, that people love their animals more than their kids, or if that was just, if that's just, the minority position. I wonder, we should do like a survey at some point. Um, let's see. JT Farms, you say, yeah, but Vic was dynamic. Yeah, Vic was totally dynamic. He was all over the place. He was amazing. He was so much fun to watch. All right, let's move on. Swiss, you say, when I watch Catfish and people are together for 5 years, like sending money and never saw each other, I'm glad I'm not the guy in the show. I don't know what Catfish is. Is that I don't know what that is. Is that a show? People are together for 5 years? I don't know. I don't know what Catfish is. But I mean, yeah, tell me about it. What is Catfish? JT, you say you like your animal more than you like Mark. You like your animal more than you like Mark, but you love them equally. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's intense. That's intense. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a strong statement. That's a really strong statement. All right. I'm convinced. Okay. Oh, Swiss, you say MTV Catfish Show. Yeah, I haven't even checked out MTV and so on. The only TV I even watch nowadays is basically Twitch, because it's like I like the interaction. I like being able to like communicate with the streamers. It just seems like way more fun to be able to type something into a streamer and actually have like a dialogue going on with them, as opposed to just kind of staring blankly at a screen. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. Plenty of people watch whatever they want to watch. Oh, I did see an incredible fucking movie the other day. How many of you out there have seen the new Dune? Definitely check it out. That movie is fucking amazing. I read the first 3 Dune books. I've seen the miniseries. I've seen the old David Lynch movie. But and it took me a little while to see this movie. I actually just saw it on Sunday. I saw it yesterday actually. And that movie is incredible. Definitely check out the new Dune. It's one of the best movies I've seen overall in the last 5 years, I'd say. I don't know if any of you saw it or not, but it's masterful. Frank Herbert's Dune. And it's the visuals, the special effects are just stunning. The dialogue is incredible. The plot's wonderful. They didn't cut out too much. You lost a lot the inner monologue, which happens a lot of times when you go to a movie from a book. But other than that, you didn't really lose too much. They did a good job of keeping the essence of the book, of taking that and manifesting it into the movie, which is really awesome. All right. Let's see. So sorry, you say, or JT Farms, you say you have strong emotions. Yeah, you do. I get it. I'm fair enough. You're a poet. Poets have strong emotions. That's how we do it, right? We're just basically trying to hang on. We're trying to like hang on. Us poets are we're like swept up in waves of emotions, and we're just like trying to hang on and like stay within like reasonable boundaries in this world, right? Let's see. Swiss R, you say, some people are together for 5 years and one does not want to meet up, so there must be something wrong. Yeah, now that's kind of fucked up. I made that mistake once, not 5 years, but I was talking with a girl for about 4 months. 4 months we were talking, and I think this was OK Cupid, and this was like about, I don't know, 5 years ago or something. So like we were talking for 4 months, and like at the end of that she's like, yeah. I'm like, are you ready to heat up? Because she's like, or heat up. Are you ready to meet up? And then she's like, nah, I just don't feel comfortable right now with me. It's like, dude, we've been literally, we've been talking, like texting back and forth for 4 months. We started on OkCupid, then we started texting, back and forth, 4 fucking months. And then we were talking on the phone and everything, and that was well, but she didn't want to actually meet up in real life. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I was like, thanks for wasting my time. I'm like, how much longer is this going to take? I mean, normally you see someone in real world, in real life, and you're like, hey, let's go hang out. You want to like go for a walk? You want to like go get a drink? You want to like do whatever, right? It's like, I'm talking with this girl for 4 months. Like, I knew more about her aunts and uncles than she did, and like she didn't want to fucking meet up. Like, she's like not feeling comfortable with meeting up. Like, what's what's going on? So like that made me think either A, she's like completely lying about her picture. Maybe she's just totally lying about her picture. Maybe she put a picture on her that wasn't even her. Maybe it wasn't even a girl. Maybe she was just lying about that. Like, I don't know. Like, why would you want to? And she wanted to keep talking to me, so it's not like she wasn't interested. But it's like, dude, we've been talking for that long, and you won't even like, go meet up at like Starbucks, or like some coffee shop. I mean, it's not like, we're like meeting up in a public place, like, come on, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that was crazy. Let's see. Some people are together for 5 years, and yeah, so there must be something wrong. Yeah. JT Farms, you said been meaning to read the series. Yeah, definitely read. I would say read the first 3 books. At least that's what I did. I heard there was a follow-up after that, but then recently a friend of mine said that the 4th book was actually really good. So I'm actually going to give that a shot and see how it goes. Because I had another friend who tell me that the 4th, 5th, and 6th books were garbage, so that's why I never went any farther. But I read the first 3 books and I liked them. Movies sometimes are not as good as books, but Dune is in your watch list. Definitely watch Dune. It's like, it's no joke incredible. It's fucking incredible. I was like really into it. I was in the theater, and I like sitting up close. I like sitting in like the 5th row, because then there's no one in front of you. You got that whole section to yourself. It's like you don't have to like see like heads like walking by you. Whenever I'm in the theater and I see someone like walk in front of me, I'm always pissed off. I'm like, get the fuck out of me. Get out of my space. Like, I'm trying to watch this beautiful scene, and like your like fucking head is like, in my field of vision. I don't want that shit. I just want to like knock them down or something. You can see where I am today. I'm like kind of in like a very intense mood. Me intense, right? Obviously, right? That shit never happens. Check out Dune. Yeah, hold on. Let me like see if I can actually do this. Let me try that. So let me see if I can actually like get it playing. Let's see if I can get it playing in another window. All right. Hold on. This will be cool if I can actually do. I've been having like weird tech issues lately with everything. All right, so there's that. And then I got to switch scenes. So, where is it? Yeah, it's like, it's always a fucking bitch for me right now. Display, and then I got to go to window capture. And then, wait. I think it's this one. All right, I think we got it. Hold on. Wait a second. Where are we at here? All right, let's see if, is this working? Can you all see this? Can everyone see this? I hope you can all see it.
You can see spice in the air. The outsiders ravage our lands in front of our eyes.
Can you even see this?
Cruelty to my people is all I know.
JT and Swiss, can you even see this or not? Or is this just like nonsense?
Oh boy.
Duncan, can I trust you with something?
Yes, always. You know that.
I've been having dreams.
Yeah, we can see it. All right,
About a
good.
girl.
We're gonna watch this.
I don't know what it means.
Dreams make good stories. Everything important happens.
That's Duncan, Idaho, by the way. He's a badass.
Muscle?
He's one of the best fighters I've ever seen.
We are a house of Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Smile, Gurney.
I am smiling.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. House Atreides, accept!
I know you. There's something awakening in my mind.
You need to face your fears.
Come with me. You need to be ready.
We've never met Arrakis before. They're not human, they're brutal.
The Duke's son sees too much.
This is like
That dude is awesome. The Baron. You don't fuck with the Baron.
God in heaven.
Everything with guns off the ground, go!
This is an extermination.
off one by one. Let's fight like demons.
All right, that's enough of this. All right, that's enough. All right. Okay, whew. That's intense. It looks great, right? It looks fucking badass. Definitely check it out. Dune is one of the best sci-fi books I've ever read in my life. So you wanna read that. I'm a big Star Trek guy too, especially like Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. Those are my bread and butter. But I pretty much like all the Star Treks except the very first one. I was never really big into Captain Kirk and all that stuff. All right, yeah. So that's that. Check it out. Thank you for the link too, Swiss Arm. All right, where are we at here? I think we are ready for some meditation. I don't want to sit up here and talk too long. I've already been talking 35 minutes. That's like that feels like it's past my due today. So we're going to want to lower the intensity. And find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a seated position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. And I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that goes off every 2 seconds, and you can use it to help regulate your breath count. Take a few more deep breaths on your own. While maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, gently lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Keep your attention on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. Keep your awareness on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Return your awareness to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath. Visualize yourself sitting on a mountaintop. You watch as the clouds move through the sky beneath you. Two clouds merge into one, and one cloud separates into two. Those clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being, exist in conscious awareness for a while, and then disappear from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. In meditation, we go beneath the level of conscious awareness. In meditation, we clear our minds. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Return your awareness to your breath count. Your essence is love. The manifestation of that love is light. Your purpose is to be the light and shine that light on others. And awaken the inner light within them. shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until the whole world is glowing radiantly once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Stay focused on your breath count. When distracting thoughts enter your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Returning your focus to your breath. Your foundational essence is love. Love is your metaphysical identity. Light is the manifestation of your love. you shine everywhere radiantly. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Be the light. By doing so, you will awaken the inner light within all those you encounter. You are a healer. And those people will then shine their light on all whom they encounter. They will become healers as well. Until all of creation is glowing radiantly as one once again. And this dualistic framework will fade away, and we will re-enter a monist mindset. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego that would obstruct your third eye sight. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which would make you suffer. Focus on your holy altar. You are the light. When dirt enters your altar, you must clean it. So that your light may flow unimpeded throughout all of humanity. Stay focused on your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love that emanates from that location. Feel the warmth that surrounds your love. That place is your eternal home. When you look inside, you find your true identity there. In your heart chakra, there can be only oneness. And what is one can never be two. In your heart chakra, there exists a place of perfect monism. In that monism, dualism cannot enter. For in that monism, you are immutable. And two-ness cannot intrude on your oneness. Inhale, traveling deeper in your heart chakra. Feel the perfect peace that resides there. Experience the bliss that emanates from that location. that bliss is yours eternally. Focus on that bliss. Give yourself permission to receive it. In your heart chakra, you are perfect. Allow yourself to claim your inheritance. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all ego that would obscure your third eyesight. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego, which would tell you that you're not perfect. Your essence is perfection. And that will never change. You are perfect love. And that will never change. You are perfect oneness. And that will never change. You are perfect joy. And that is unchangeable. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego that would block your third eye vision. Stay focused on your perfect love. On your next breath, go down to the center of your heart chakra. Feel the center point. The place where your corporeal body interacts with the divine. Feel the love that emanates from that center point. Feel the perfect peace in that location. Feel the oneness that flows through your center point. Feel the boundless joy that exists there. Focus on that center point. And when you're ready, go on through. I'll see you on the other side. At your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center point, you remember how you came to be. At your center point, you uncover your true nature. At your center point, you remember your purpose. You are the light. You flow eternally from the source of all creation. You are divine. Nothing will ever change that. You are one with all creation. That is the metaphysical nature of reality. You are perfect peace. For there can be no strife in oneness. Your perfect love shines throughout all of creation. For that is the only way it could possibly be. Light will never be concealed by darkness. And love will always conquer hate. Inhale, filling your vessel with perfect love. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in, allowing that perfect light to shine throughout you. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Gently open your eyes and return to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of the day. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me in this sacred space. I am truly honored and humbled to be here as your meditation guide. I hope you all feel a heightened level of peace and tranquility after this meditation. And I hope you choose to take that peace with you into your lives. Thank you once again. All right. How was that, everyone? How was that meditation? Namaste, Swiss. Namaste. I'm using your line, the be the light, hashtag be the light. I love it. I'm incorporating it into the meditation. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me. JT Farms, I'm glad you enjoyed the meditation. Thank you so much for being here with me. It's truly, truly a privilege to spend time with you in this place. Christine the Bean, you're here. I didn't know if you were here or not. Swiss just pointed you out. Good to see you, Christine. I hope all is well with you. If you typed something earlier and I missed it, I'm sorry. It happens. Sometimes I miss stuff in chat. Oh, you were lurking. Cool. Yeah, I've been lurking a lot lately too. I've been going to streams. I'll like pop in, maybe say like a few things, and then just lurk. There's something nice about being a surreptitious guy in Twitch. All right, I feel good. I needed that. We need this meditation. It's so good for us. It's people think, okay, I'm just gonna work out our bodies and then that will be enough, but it's not. You need to develop your spiritual muscles as well. You need to develop those meditation muscles. Heavy lifting meditation. We're pumping iron here in Agni's meditation gym. Ooh, I kind of like that, Agni's meditation gym. I might have to go with that for the next stream, and then hashtag be the light. You know what? That might be a thing. This could be a thing. Agni's meditation gym. Hashtag be the light. Let me write this down. Agni's. Because when people talk about working out, they're always talking about, working out their bodies. They're never talking about working out their minds. But it's so important. You gotta work out your mind. If you don't work out your mind, you're just going to become a dull dimwit. We don't want that. I want my brothers and sisters out there to be sharp and strong and have powerful minds, because the mind is where it's all at. You got to have a good body too, because if your body's screaming at you in pain and is if you're like a lazy body, you're not going to have energy for your mind. Your body fuels the mind, and then your mind helps you reconnect with the divine, and that's what we need. We need to reconnect with that divine. Fuck all the daytime drama on TV. We need to reestablish our connection with all of creation. None of this bullshit. None of this he said, she said, divisive nature of dualistic thinking. We don't want that. We want the monism. We want that pure love. We want to be the light. We want that. That's what we want. None of this other fabrication of reality. We want the truth essence of nature, with the true nature of reality. We want the metaphysical purpose in our lives. That's what we want. That's what we deserve. That's our inheritance. So let's feel that. Let's experience that. That's our what we are entitled to. All right. Let's see. Christine, you like that too? Swiss, you say that's a new thing on Twitch. Yeah, the lurking stuff. Cool. All right, Swiss, you say you could listen for hours, man. Well, hey, I'm always so grateful that you're here, and I'm always grateful for the support you gave. When I started streaming on Twitch, you were one of the first people to come up to me, and you introduced yourself. You came in and you introduced yourself. I had a few trolls that day, I believe, and you helped me deal with them. You're like, hey, ban these trolls or whatever, and they were posting links, I think, on the site. And I appreciated it. You showed that you cared right off the bat, man. You were like, hey, I'm Swiss R. What are you doing here? I want to support you. I want to help you out. And then you supported me just recently. You're always recommending people to raid. You've recommended other people to raid me, and that's awesome. It's super appreciative. So I can spread the light. And I always appreciate what you do. So thank you again so much. Okay. With all that being said, I think it's time that we raid someone. So who's out there to raid? Swiss, you know a lot of people out there. Let's see. I mean, who do we got out here? Swiss, who's a good person to raid right now? Hey, Kittens Kung Fu! Excellent! Wow, Kittens Kung Fu is here. Dude, Kittens, whenever you show up, it's like a special treat, man. You're like the celebrity on Twitch, dude. You're like the main celebrity. You're like the big score. When you show up, everyone else gets really excited. A big shout out to Kittens Kung Fu. Yeah, check out Kittens Kung Fu. He is an awesome cat. He's got a great cat too, Mia, but he is also an awesome cat himself. Amazing fitness and health streamer. Totally incredible personal trainer and Qigong instructor. Super awesome guy, and just one of the kindest, well, most caring, thoughtful people you'll ever come into contact with. Kittens is here. Yeah, good to see you, brother. He's also my Chi-Town brother. It's amazing, that we have such positivity flowing. We're bringing it into into Chi-Town and into Twitch. Two areas that are not necessarily known for their positivity. Kittens, man, that's awesome that you're here. All right, Kittens, we were just actually finishing up, and let's see, what's going on. Swiss, you say let's raid Korean streamer. Yeah, cool. You were in a temple area in Korea. Whoa. All right, awesome. Hamo Grazie. Oh, he was, or maybe he or she was Hamo Grazie. Okay, let's give him a raid. I don't know who this Hamo Grazie is, but that sounds like a cool person to raid. Let's raid this person. This is gonna be awesome. All right, it's always cool raiding new people. Hamo, yeah, travel and outdoors. Let's raid. Oh, and they got the cat. They got the cat emote going. All right, this is cool. Let's give them a big raid. And everyone, thank you again so much for coming by. Kittens, it's great to see you, man. It's great to see you. I know you've been busy, but I hope you stream one of these days. I would love to catch one of your streams one of these days. You're one of my favorite people, not just on Twitch, but in real life. So thank you so much. I've never, like, everyone I've ever met loves you, man. You have this magnetic effect on people. I don't know what it is about you, but you got that good energy. You got that pure, undiluted, authentic energy. You're just ready to go, man. Ready to go with love and kindness. So we need more people like you. And yeah, the people in my chat typically are like that. You're like the perfect exemplar of that. So, all right, well, let's raid Hamo Grazie. I don't know this person, but I'm assuming that they're great because Swiss recommended them to me. So let's do it. All right, namaste again to everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around. All right, peace be with all of you. And may you find everything you want in your life. All right.